Game 2, guys. I'll be honest. I talked a ton in that first game. There was so much going on that needed to be addressed. But let's see how we shape things up. So the first thing we notice is
exactly right.
We got a Smolder ban. Okay, we got a Smolder ban. Connect still banned. We have an Ashe first pick. Light was really good on it. Again, this is a little weird because it's not exactly the meta that, like, you know, my team was playing. Nor is it like the LCK meta either. So
there's a very simple reason for it.
Yeah, it's just a little weird to see absolutely zero zigs. It's really weird.
And the thing is, with a champion like Ashe, with Light being very accurate as ours, it should be easy to look for that thing, look for that first pick, and then just reassess what's happening after that point.
And it's so crucial to me that they play around Light. I mean, even looking at their last series, the Misfortune game itself.
So I do remember, yeah, they did have Zeri banned. Again, not really a high priority or anything by any means. I thought the Ezreal was really good. Like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't run it back. Like, it was definitely did work. And I did rewatch some of the moments. He did miss quite a few Qs, not gonna lie. He definitely missed quite a few Qs, but he still put in work.
I mean, if we were happy to let Xiaohu talk go, I would really love to see them go either.
I mean, it's just Zeri Mao. They haven't shown anything. And it could be Zeri mid. Are they just gonna play Triss? I mean, I'd probably still just aim. I mean, you could probably just go Seju Azir if you really wanted to. Like, if you wanted to do something that's just very chill and not worry about anything, you could do that. You could go Vi, who's good into Zeri, and do like Vi Azir, and that's pretty killer too. I kind of like that more.
Just game 1 and going off previous series. I think just going too far forward, right?
So we're going Triss. So we're going Triss though, which I think Xiaohu's Triss was terrible. And Rel.
Rel comes through again. We talked about Rel being such a big. What was the joke earlier that Rel is the MVP of Alistar? Not actually any.
I wonder if they just take Alistar. For them, honestly, I think I said it last time too. What did they choose? They chose Smolder. I probably do take Azir if I'm Yagao, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, your picks into Triss, QQ can play APs, it's fine. But again, I really do think it's just it's just such a good pick. But you know, he might not play it. I don't know their pool is like 100%. So it's Zeri mid. So we're going Zeri mid, which probably makes the most sense because playing Zeri into Ashe isn't exactly that fun. So Zeri mid with Ezreal.
For JDG, basically, it's just gonna have to be JD.
And it was a fake flex. The entire time was a fake flex to have Zeri. But man, Zeri into Zeri, that just sounds so terrible for Zeri. So like, I'm surprised they didn't want to go that route. Hey, yeah, like I said, they can flex it into bot side, and then what are they gonna pick mid that's gonna be like Doomsday? I guess like maybe he plays weird stuff like Annie, Nico, something like that, and I guess that's what they're worried about. Maybe LeBlanc. So I guess those, but surely Zeri flex is not that crazy. Surely it's not that scary.
That was a heck of a random.
But I guess that has to be what they're thinking, so that's why we have Triss. Brand banned yet again. Rakan banned yet again. Are we gonna ban Leo this time and just give him the Alistar? Personally, I would prefer that because Alistar is so weak level 1. Like, I kind of prefer that. Is there any tops they need to worry about? I mean, they banned Cassante themselves, so... And they're gonna last pick tops, so you just have to think if there's any counter tops like Jax, Braum.
Really, when you're looking at top lane blind picks in this kind of matchup, I don't love it really.
So they banned Braum instead of that. I don't know, I feel pretty happy if I'm getting Leo again. Low-key, I'm pretty happy I'm getting Leo again.
That's all we need. That's the analysis we can look for. There's that Leo you talked about. Jungler. Is it going to swap up? He said 1 again. I think a more reactive style Tarzan works. There's the Ivern. I hope it gets locked in and it's not just because again, I think just taking a much more, you know, reactive kind of state, it just better games for Weibo.
I mean, we saw this in the draft in the last game. We were wondering whether we go towards this, and now in this game too.
This guy's Kennen was so shit.
You can't use it, and also you can build the Chaos versus Leona and versus Maokai. However, the blind pick
so
is still awesome for Weibo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's so sketchy. They end up landing on the Kennen, and it means now realistically Tarzan only got as far as frontline is concerned to buff up a rail, and it's not necessarily the.
So once again, the Kennen's put in a position in which is not like the grandest like top matchup. Our mid matchup is better this time, but Zeri can play into Triss. this, so it's like it's not like 100% the best, but it's better. I don't know. This I feel like this draft did not really turn out too much better.
From the LPL to represent this region at Worlds 2024, and Weibo are right now sitting at a precipice that I don't feel like anybody should be at.
Yeah, I feel like this draft didn't really turn out that much better.
To finish out the season itself, JDG, they look ready and raring to go, and it has been led off of the two carries in Yagao and Ruler. Can Weibo change their tone here on blue side with the Ivern for Tarzan and right back to the double carries? Game 2 starts now. Took 3 days of practice. You got it, baby. Oh, we got that. It's a little bit sketchy. I think, that transition between going from Weibo to JDG, Gios, a little bit hard on the line.
Well, Nass is early worded top try just in case that they fish on try with Ashe, which is, I mean, it's fine. I probably would prefer him sitting back, because the only issue I have with him doing it this way is... Oh, fuck, missing, why?
Up until the finals was giving us a run that we were really kind of interested in.
I mean, like, he can do this, but... And it's because like, he knows he's gonna get pushed top. He's gonna get probably pushed mid, depending. No, I mean, not depending. He will get pushed mid. And they can get pushed... But I mean, like, they have a lot of good lanes again, right? So this time they actually want to use them and get something out of it. So I guess they're just going to do it this way. But I don't know why Missing would show himself at this point. Like, he shouldn't lose his flash. Like, it is what it is. You're going to lose it. He's going to smite it. You're going to take Raptors. Again, he can't really just, like, invade topside straight up because, like, if he gets collapsed on, it's pretty bad. And so he's going to go for it. And we're going to see what happens.
They want to know where he is. The issue is Tarzan's going to walk up and lure him slowly and get him off the blue buff? Is that the idea here?
There we go. I mean... Looks like he gets it. Okay, cool. So, it seems the Zeri can get pushed against Zeri, so that was really helpful. And it looks like the Nasus this time got good chip damage against Kennen and has control of the wave. So all in all, it looks like their lanes just did better. Also, because there's no ward in the bush top, yeah, it looks like Flandre played it better. And then the Zeri had push over the Trist. So, cool. Okay. Cool. Awesome. I mean, like, because to me, like, the first thought whenever, like, if he's gonna invade for your blue this way is you're just gonna do Raptors and to invade top. How doable is it? Just depends on your priorities. Looks like they have the priorities. Cool. Awesome.
It puts Kanabi off of the 4th, sure. It means he's not going to be bot side quicker. And Tarzan did get the Mark 2 count, so he's going to have a window, I suppose, where maybe he can walk back into the bottom side and smite away a rock. That's like the only thing I can see right now that makes it somewhat.
Oh, man, this guy's getting hit by every fucking E.
Say the same for JDG. They are aggressive early. It's on Kanabi getting advantages too. So messing around with your early pathing in your level 1 is very helpful, specifically with these two team logos.
Yeah, there's the on the way thing to the rock, so it seems like Tarzan wants to walk in. Smite the rock. Be very happy. And bot side, good trade here. This little double crash down.
Okay, that probably shouldn't happen. He probably shouldn't be able to just walk up and just... Like that, I don't know. That probably shouldn't happen. And then for Maokai, he needs to take his red, but he for sure needs to go into his bot side. You know? Like, unless Kanavi's thinking about doing Krugs into, like, invade the top camps again, he probably should have taken the red and go into bot side.
And bot side, good trade here. This little double crash down. And exhaust used. A very late exhaust. So now Tarzan can very easily smite the rock and just set up for the dive. Looks like that might be the case.
He lost his Gromp. And then because of that trade, they get a dive. Wow. Just really, though. I mean, the wave is coming into you, so, like, they're just playing on the last hit, and it worked. And they got the exhaust. And then he gets dove, and they kill him. And this guy stole Gromp, so he's chilling. Okay, they fight each other. They might be able to kill this guy, too. Oh, Light got him. That's rough. And Light got double buffs. Sucks. He kind of needs to stay. I mean, he wants the base, but, like, honestly, he might lose more than he should in the end of the day. I feel like if I was him, I would have chanced it. I'm not gonna lie. I think if I was him, I might have chanced it.
immediate kind of, you know, group up and cluster. This could have been a very different fight. Oh, what an excellent flash away things.
And what really saves that is the tenacity after you use cleanse, reducing the
He's-
risk of allowing the
no,
flash.
he didn't say. Okay, he didn't say. He had tier 2 boots though, so he built tier 2 boots so he can get back to laning. He could actually get into this.
I think in this postseason has been in terms of playoffs and everything like that. Accurately assessing where Light's been at. I do think that Light has been the unsung hero for Weibo for a lot of this.
Their mid has pushed first. Okay. What the fuck? Hold on. So both mids need the base, but they have TP. So Yugao is opting to move into this. And he could base in the right line, which is fine, but he's doing this. Ruler's on the wave. They go all in, assuming Yugao is doing a base too.
Okay.
This is a big fight.
I call that
Light can't get in there.
the death wall, and we're about to see the namesake come.
And now Light starts fighting.
Weibo, they overextended. Nice little triple crash down though from Chris, trying to.
But the Zeri is enough to actually like
Kills
change the
Tarzan
situation.
right out, and now it's a 4v2. Chris is trying to dodge his way out of
At this point,
this one.
knowing that the Triss TP'd back and she's gonna come into this fight, also it does suck that they're missing like all their fucking spells. You don't keep going. Like, look at your health. Your Zeri has no HP, no base. Like, this is it. And so they kill this guy. And because they're so low, and maybe the Leo needs to just wait. Because Kanavi's probably super dead. So stacking is not very good. Because this guy explodes, and that's what kills. Yeah, I think Missy needs to just chill out. Maybe it's doable to do the skirmish into Ashe, maybe. It might be. But you don't want to go past here, because the thing is that Ashe can also kite you, and that just sounds terrible. It really does. I don't know if he has like wards. I mean, like, obviously the Triss can get involved too.
Dodge his way out of this one. Gets a nice
Yeah, I don't know.
strike back, but gets a double kill over, and now JDG.
Oh my god.
He's level 6 now. He's level 6 now. He's got it all day long. Xiaohu, the saber tooth of summer with a triple.
So that turned from an int by Weibo, because they didn't assume Zeri would just like run over in that time frame. They also sent their Ezreal mid here.
Oh, you got caught in the sideline here. 3-man pickup by Weibo. They're trying to give it over to Lightning.
Hold on.
He's simply sending.
Why are they sending this guy here? Because Zeri has TP. Why would Ezreal not go bot? Like, the wave is building bot. Because Zeri can get to the wave first, and it'll be another 20 seconds, so they'll drop more of the mid bot wave if they don't do it this way. Okay, I understand why they're doing it.
He didn't have mana for his ult throughout this play too. So watch this again. Yago using Zeri's Toy Hawk capability to get into the right. That's huge for his lightning crash.
But the only thing is he's playing on a wave that doesn't have protection, and it looks like his team went into grubs. So no matter what, like, if you're gonna go mid, you need to go into bot. Like, cause like he needs help with this. He doesn't have flash. He just used TP. If you go for this, you'll get the grubs. But they identify this. They realize, like, you know what? We don't need this. Like, we don't have to play for this. Like, aren't they later on the map too because of death tempo? Like, after this play is done. No, Ashe is on the map first. Ashe is on the map first. So, and Kennen just TP top, by the way. So, like, Kennen just TP top, so he's stuck there. You could send Ashe mid if you wanted to, but Xiaohu finishes the mid wave, so it's not really necessary. It just makes the most sense to send Ashe bot. So if Ashe is gonna be bot, and Triss is gonna take a base probably because, I mean, she has a fuck ton of gold. Like, why would you not take a base? It's Triss. She just picked up what, like 900? So she bought like another nice set of items. Yeah, they're probably gonna play into bot. They're gonna be late to grubs because their mid is on base. And it makes the most sense to just play in the bot. So why would we not match it? I don't know. I actually don't know why JDG didn't match it, but now this is super bad because he's too low. His conditions are shit. He could turn this wave and crash it, or he could base on a freeze.
Gonna try to get this one here. He does have the slicing maelstrom available, although we are gonna see him again. All the pressure from JDG. Nice little juggle so far. He's still surviving for really heavily.
So they get something out of this in the end of the day. You know, they transfer this, but then yeah, mid is open. He gets pushed out a little bit. Ashe is still freezing bot. We need to break bot lane, by the way. So like, while they're committing to this like top dive, like cool, we're diving top, he's still freezing this. Like, he chose to freeze this, so we have to address this. This is a bad play because, again, we need to address this. Unless he has TP to help fix the situation bot lane, this is a bad play. Like, it looks cool, like we killed Breathe, but this is bad. This is bad. It's not good for the game. So, and not only that, but it's a non-canon wave. So like, it's a non-canon wave. We had to burn exhaust and ghost. Our mid is getting out pressured. They're still freezing bot. Yeah, we denied some shit top, I guess, like cool. But the Nest was like in a really good spot anyways. And now we get to address the bot wave situation.
Yeah, I also think it was Rula that was the only person that survived.
This is not his fault, by the way. Like, that is not Yugal's fault for, like, maybe you say, well, why did he contest it? Like, he shouldn't poke his head out. It's like, well, he's fucked anyways. Like, they have to do something about it. So now they're building the wave back out. The Ashe does actually need a base. That is something to consider. The Ashe does need a base, so they don't actually really want to take fights. Which is actually odd, because to me, it's like, even though you want to play for the drag, and you might actually end up giving up shit here, like, yes, you have tempo, you have control, maybe just Raul doesn't go that far in, like, just take this, play this map, play this area, and once Ashe crashes bases, then you have, like, I mean, she doesn't even have her thing, you just go back mid. Like, do what you want to do, take this, Rel stays here, Rel moves over this way, you play on mid wave, keep control until Ashe comes back on the map, takes her base, and that's it. Because I feel like if she keeps extending, it's not good. Like, Light staying on the map is not good. And even though they want to fight, I just... he doesn't want to stay. He literally doesn't want to stay here. So it's like, now we're still playing on the map with him, and it's not correct. I mean, now, so like, the best way I can describe this at this point, and they also use Mawar there, by the way, which, should he Mawar? Chris has Flash.
Nature's Crash, everything gonna be popped. Gold lead right now between
Zeri has R.
and Rula. Have effectively split this map.
What did Leo use?
Ivern be used to basically split a map.
The thing is, this guy can O his Flash, you know? I feel like Leo should just go for the E now. I think at this point, it's already, like, not fun. Because, assuming Zeri has E, she can hop over this way, right? Mao's coming in, Ezreal's right here. This is really bad by Chris. Like, this is a pretty bad position, and again, this guy doesn't want to fight. They need to go now. Like, this needs to happen now. I think it was too... and again, I think JDG could fight the dragon if they still had Mawar, but I feel like once he gets to this point, I think it's done. Like, and also, I don't know why Ruler's not just, like, aiming his shit here. Like, I'm not really sure what he's doing. He missed. No Q for a bit. He can't do anything. There's no damage coming out. And he needs to get to the wave. Like, if this play didn't happen 2 seconds ago, it's not happening now. So the Mawar is kind of wasted by Kanavi. And I'm going to assume because he wasted Mawar, now they're saying, okay, we're not going to do the dragon. Like, we can't fight the dragon. And so for WBG, since they successfully, it was not smart, but what Chris did, but because of the way it went down, now they feel confident on taking the dragon and extending Ashe's base even longer, right? Like, now they're like, okay, whatever. You know what? We don't care.
Early buff from Tarzan. Other than the fact that it gets him dive, catch range.
And then since second grubs comes up in a minute, Ash is like, okay, you didn't touch the bot wave, we're gonna go. We're gonna do a swap. Send Kennen bot, let's get the swap going. They do drop top wave, which kind of sucks. You know, again, like, it's like a recurring theme that teams are like kind of dropping a bunch of waves, and the Kennen's down like 20, which is not great.
Xiaohu, this is again, but really good early game presence from Xiaohu.
But this is how they wanted to do it.
This year, for most of this year, ever since last Worlds, he has hit rock bottom in terms of his individual performance. It really took until Ascension Group in this summer, which is most of the way through the year, for him to start recovering, then coming to playoffs again. Really started to wake up now.
And I feel like at this point, like, yes, the Kennen has TP, but you have 3 grubs. And so for me, like, my Ezreal's already in a bad spot. If this, can this Nasus clear the wave? Is this a thing? The 2-in-1 Ashe. I think you send the Zeri top and the Nasus mid. Because I think if you try to match lanes at this point, it's pretty late. So I feel like if you send... Oops, sorry. I think if you send Zeri top, she can lane versus this. Because she has Bork. She's pretty strong. Ezreal can stay bot because it's not actually that big of a deal. Like, he can actually lane this. And Nasus can hold mid fine. Like, he can play it. It's fine. So that's probably the best. And keep in mind, this is under the idea that we're not doing grubs. Like, we're just trying to hold the map, let them have grubs, and then maybe my Ezreal can, like, we can play into bot for Ezreal or something. Because otherwise, it just doesn't feel good.
Hit rock bottom in terms of his individual performance. It really took until
Zeri could be heading up here right now. She could.
Really started to wake up now. 3-0 from the early game on the Tristana. He's really been dynamic playing the
champion. But we're sending Ezreal mid, and then we're gonna drop another wave bot. Like, unless Nasus is TPing bot, we're dropping another wave bot for 3 grubs. And so at this point, so he's getting played on, lost all of his HP, had the flash, and the Kennen is still free hitting bot. And they end up taking 1 grub. And so we end up using our TP on Nasus to answer it finally. He took 2 plates, and then we're also losing mid plates. See, this is why I said for JDG, like, they should have identified that this was clearly not great. And we need to, like, choose the right lanes, like, carefully for how to deal with this, because we're not doing this. And we don't, like, not only are we not doing this, but it's not required to do it. But they put themselves in such a bad spot on having to force, like, contested that you're dropping already before anything happens, and then you take, and then when the fight actually happens, you lose the fight too. Holy! Now, obviously, the main advantage in the end of the day is, like, yeah, I don't think Kennen should ever fucking TP top. Like, again, I think in terms of TP usage in, like, these games that we're seeing, it's pretty bad. Like, it's definitely, like, a big downvote, because all these teams just think about is just trade. Like, they're making a lot of fast moves, and they're not really thinking about how do we, like, stabilize after we get that initial lead. It's just always, like, going right back in. And so, you know, the Nasus TPing bot, that was always going to happen, right? Like, he needs to recover the lane. You're TPing top to get some more picks, and I mean, like, cool, you know, in the end of the day, like, it works out, right? I don't know, does he kill him? I don't remember now. He get him. Okay, so he killed him, and they get the farm, what, I assume all the plates, and they got this kill here, but should these guys even be dying in the first place? Like,
consequences to that exchange, and now the top side is being pressured heavily. Crisp still has his own.
Braid's coming, there we go, that's the teleport.
2 seconds long.
How did this start? Because at this point, we need to recover mid.
Coming through, JDG a little,
and they're all here, so we're always playing to just collect this wave in a safe way. Always. We're gonna have 2 guys out looking just to make sure everything's okay, and that's it. You know? Like, I'm almost certain, like, he's just contesting too far. He just needs to contest here. Like, he doesn't have to put himself in a bad position. And honestly, in some ways, it might actually have been better for him to base and TP mid. Like, after seeing how everything plays out?
A little scary there.
No, I'll admit, I'm not a fan of using... Oh, dude, he can't do that, though, because using both TPs that way fucking sucks. I think he just takes his base here. Ah, he gets cancelled. So if Yagao he needs the base, right? Like, he can't be staying... If he found his base around this timing, then he can actually answer the mid situation, and Ezreal also needs a base, and he would just run top. Or you send Zeri top with full conditions, and Ezreal can still go back mid. Either case, Zeri needed to find his base, but they didn't find his base. Yugao did not find his base. So now that it's really awkward, so now you can be really delicate in this situation, but he actually fucks up. He puts himself in a position which Light can punish, and Light does punish. And this leads to them going for the TP play, which, yes, in the end of the day, like, I'm not the fondest of, like, using TP in this sake, but it was actually good for what happened. It was actually good. So...
As well, guys, under the turret. Weibo's first 15 minutes have been very good.
And this is just excellent play from Weibo. They don't get to use everything, they just use on the cross.
And then Zeri's gonna TP top, naturally, as she doesn't want to drop the wave, so we're... But it's fine because Trist used TP mid, so no teams have TPs, which is okay. That I am okay with that situation. Now, of course, naturally, like, even though they did kill them top, the Nasus did successfully get more farm bot. Okay, kind of annoying.
You see this play after play after play. Initially, I thought Xiaohu and Breeze would get more value, but Flandre is now heading up massively to Flandre.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a really nice CS differential in the sideline. It's so difficult to deal with him in that regard unless they send multi-members there. Now, this is where the game gets fun. Do you want to know why, guys?
Yeah, tell me.
It's Fed ADCs.
Yeah.
Versus Wither. So break it down a little bit. Why is that so impactful? Yeah, if you're unaware about what Wither does somehow, and, you know, totally by this point, whoa! Oh no, he stepped back up. He is going to be just fine, though. They're going to take this outer tower and leave this defensive structure in champ.
Here's the ghost story of Wither.
Oh. We don't get to talk about that. Yugao gets to talk about walking into a bush against Bleed. Oh, he's got that Tony Hawk Pro Skater right there. I love Zeri.
So the map is kind of just like falling apart now. Yeah, it's like really falling apart since that. So he did this, he's down tempo, he needs the base with all the gold he has in mind. He probably has Triforce off this for how much he got. So he has Triforce, right? Dragon is up in a minute. You're not contesting Dragon based on how far down he is, and now they're leaning into bot to help him to like defend these plates. So that exposes mid. That's why Chris dips off of there and then he fishes mid. They successfully take the mid turret. So because Nasus is down so much tempo on the map, and then Brave tries to look for this play, and it works. So basically, what we saw was Nasus was hella down tempo on the map. He needs the base. He took too long on bot side. He took too long and he couldn't find his base. And then they over worried about losing the 2 plates. So because they were so worried about losing these 2 plates and giving this gold and this turret gold, which yeah, I mean, it is a lot. It resulted in Chris making the read to go mid. Okay, we pushed this guy off, we took this out. Okay, now I'm gonna come back top side, and now we're gonna kill this guy, and which Breathe is actually answering into play here. Awesome. Now the dragon is still coming up. It's not even done yet. Now we're taking this turret anyways. Yes, we didn't get as much off of it, but we still took this. So we took the bot turret, we took the mid turret, we killed Zeri, and now we're playing for Herald, and Dragon is not even up yet. In that 1 minute, Weibo just completely fucked JDG, or JDG misreading what to do. Like, being unwilling, I wouldn't say maybe misreading, but just unwilling to give things up for the map to stabilize because someone is overstaying. Holy shit. And they get top. So they took all the outer turrets off that play. All they had to do was give up a drag. That's it. All they had to do was give up 1 dragon and they got 3 turrets, Herald, and a kill. Oh shit. Now, like, I may complain about some shit that I see in these games, but I will say there's some pretty cool shit happening, and that was definitely something cool.
1.5k towards Xiaohu, almost 3k towards Light. Very different from that last game.
And Light's gonna have that enchanted crystal arrow under.
These teams definitely think about TPs a lot. Like not necessarily always in a good way. Like I said, like sometimes like they're literally just using it to recover like a very pointless objective turret space, and that's where I have issue. But other times like they do realize like, oh, like we have this advantage, we can go for this right away. And even though it's not like the highest percentage play, it can catch you off guard and just like win you the game. Like it literally is that good, you know?
right now, and it's trying to see if Weibo can continue cracking down some of these side lane turrets into that standing gold for themselves. They have a 4,000 gold lead this early in the game.
So they're going to continue to throw out this lead wherever they can. Salton's going to smite that chicken away. They actually...
God, man, they went straight for that. Kennen has TP, no flash, has to answer the bot wave. Ideally, you don't do anything quite yet, as you want the Kennen to actually push this out. The Nasus never shifts, by the way. I mean, I'll admit, they're definitely losing control, and so the Nasus might be able to help, like, stabilize it. But he should be forcing himself into the Kennen, which he can kill. He can kill this guy, by the way. Like, because he has no flash, he has Ghost R, he dies. Kennen dies. That's what he should be playing for, to me. Him coming mid... I mean, like, I guess the main thing is, like, they have strength to pull on them, and that's about it. But, I don't know. I feel like if you have the capabilities to kill the side laner as Nasus, you need to, like, go for it. Because they just needed to, like, you already lost the tier 1s, so you might as well just, like, play to hold the map, and that's it. But, like, he kind of, like, Kanavi goes too far, then he gets, like, semi-caught. It's still not the end of the world. Notice he doesn't even have to use flash. So, like, it wasn't like... Yeah, okay, now he uses flash because obviously they're catching up to him. But, like, it wasn't, like, full on yet, right? He flashes, okay, so we're gonna run. They're trying to go on us, whatever. We just run. So we should never be in a position to get caught here. And now the Kennen has breathing room. But, like, Nasus gave that up. And now Nasus, like, look what he's doing. Like, what is he doing? He can't do anything. He's fucking Nasus. So, Nasus just wasted a whole bunch of time doing nothing. And I'll be honest, even though the Nasus pick itself is definitely good into the Kennen, I find Flandre's Nasus to be shit. Like, he played the laning phase better this time, like the opener, but I find his side laning choices and decision making to be very bad. Very bad. And they're not benefiting nearly enough for, like, how many stacks, like, how strong he is, how much gold he has. Like, that is just not a thing. Well, that went terrible. And why did that happen? Because they pushed out top. Dragon's coming up. They have some vision on top side. These guys lean and, like, take it bot turret. Can't really do anything because, you know, we opted to, like, stack our solos, you know? Like, because Kennen's so far, like, away, they decided to stack their solos to take one turret for bounty gold. So it takes a little bit of time to recover into here, and then what is my support doing? He can't really enter alone, it's too dangerous, so he's just on turret. And so you have no vision at all, and now you're stacking to get in here, but your Ezreal's on mid-wave again, so, like, can't really do anything. Now they're trying to pull on this guy who has flash. And then Breathe just waits patiently. And remember, there was no exhaust, because they exhausted the Trist randomly. And he gets a ton of damage down.
It's gonna be a couple kills going the way of light, but Xiaoyu was coming forward.
And they successfully pushed them off. And then, because, like, you know, they don't have to take Dragon right away, it looks like they're gonna do Baron. I don't know. That was just so weird by JDG. It's just clearly not good to go in. Like, it's just clearly not good to just overforce this. And yet they do it. I mean, not much to say. I mean, really, there's not much to say. I think the draft by JDG was better. In the end, actually, yeah, but I mean, I'm not like fond of Zeri mid, to be honest. It's not really like my favorite pick. But I think outside of that, like, again, it felt pretty good for what they had. and they just I don't know, they had no idea how to pilot it. And again, the Nasus could have done a lot this game, but it's just what I've learned is we don't touch Nasus. This is not a pick. This is not a counter in the Kennen. We don't know what we're doing with it. Stop playing it. We gotta do something else. So if Kennen becomes annoying because we don't want to play Nasus, what else do you have? If you have nothing else, ban the Kennen or something. I don't know. Like, this is just not a thing. I hate this. I think these teams are ignoring Azir a lot. I don't, you know, I think this pick in several cases is just like definitely good, but it's just being ignored. Yeah, this guy's fucking legit on this. This is like, and I think he's good on, you know, the Ezreal as well. It's just, I don't know. A lot of this is getting decided. Like, even though the ADs, both ADs are playing pretty well, a lot of this is being decided on the solo laners. Chris had some really good moves too. Man, who do I give it to? Who do I give it to? It was a really good game by Light again. Low key, it might be Crisp. Like, this guy played pretty fucking well this game. I think he played pretty well. Worst player of the game. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna put Flandre. That's a good choice. It's Flandre. This guy fucked up a lot. I mean, like, he definitely could have done way more in this game and, like, made this game more... Like, at least he could have extended this game so it's not 23-minute loss. But he couldn't even do that. And then also missing, on the side was kind of making some dumb decisions. So, boom. Game 2, guys. On to Game 3.